Well, welcome to Common Thread and to a guided meditation on self-examination. Now, as we go through it, you'll want to pause the recording from time to time to give yourself time to reflect. And the first pause, maybe right now, so that you can get something to write with, because self-examination, it's a writing practice. Well, today, let's examine our lives, looking at the rhythm that we have been living between doing and not doing, working and resting, productivity time and time not devoted to productivity. In order to live sustainably, we need to honor and to guard both sides of that rhythm. And if we're ever going to do one of them a disservice, it's usually the resting, non-productivity side. So let's take a few moments and reflect on how well we've been guarding the non-doing parts of our days. And let's begin, as we do, by quieting our minds, quieting our bodies. Take some breaths. As you breathe in and out, give your full attention to your breath. Breath in and relax your body as you exhale. Breath in, relaxing as you exhale. And check with the parts of your body where you often hold tension. Maybe your face, your jaw, your neck. Breath in and relax as you exhale. In, relaxing your shoulders, your back, through your belly, relaxing more deeply on every exhale. Breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. You probably do a good job protecting your work time. You probably show up on time if you do that kind of work, or finish your tasks if you do that kind. But let's take these moments to ask ourselves, how are we doing protecting our non-working time, our not productivity time? It's an important question. Lots of studies demonstrate that the harder we work, the longer we work, the less productive we become. So let's think about how we do setting boundaries and then protecting those boundaries, guarding when we start and when we stop productivity time. Now again, pause to give yourself time to think. Have you set clear boundaries around work and rest? And if you have, do you protect those boundaries? Think about when you start. Think about when you stop. Think about where your mind is during the stop times. Do you set clear boundaries and do you protect them? Again, pausing to give you time to reflect. But next, consider, how clearly have you defined what is allowed during your restorative time? Going for a walk, talking with friends, trying a new recipe, working in the garden. What are your approved restorative time activities? And are they indeed restorative? Reading a book, writing in your journal, taking a nap, making love. Do you have clear guidelines of what is allowed during your restorative time? Take a moment, maybe jot down what those guidelines are. Again, pausing to give you as much time as you need. And this is helpful for me. What tries to sneak into that protected restorative time? What are the things that are not restorative that try to get into that time? So again, pausing, let's think about those two questions: setting and guarding boundaries around restorative time, and determining what is restorative that is allowed into that time and what is not. Maybe as you pause, you might want to look over your calendar. See where your time is going. Maybe jot yourself some notes. Here's another to consider: distractions during your non-productivity time. Does your watch buzz you? Your phone ding you? Do productivity triggers intrude into your non-productivity time? And think for a moment about other distractions. They're everywhere, pinging us all the time. How have you been doing creating spaces free from distraction, free from interruption? If you pause the recording, take a moment to do an inventory where your distractions come from and how you're doing creating distraction-free time. Again, pausing to give you as much time as you need. Let's consider life pacing. How have you been doing slowing down enough to give your full 100% focus to whatever the thing is in front of you? It's the antithesis of multitasking. How about pacing life in a way that you can give 100% focus to the thing in front of you? In my life, that has been associated with the earlier distraction question. How do I structure my life so that those distractions don't intrude and split my attention, cause me to start and stop, give me time for complete focus? Take a moment and think about how your distractions affect you. And finally, how about a regular rhythm of doing no thing? No screen, no audio, no book, no thing. Just sitting. Maybe in a park, maybe on the deck. Just being present. My experience, that feels awkward at first, but over time becomes a profoundly healing practice. Pause for a moment and think about time for no thing. And indwelling divine, may ours be lives of a sustainable rhythm. Amen. Well, look over the notes that you've written. We examine our lives to help us live our lives, and to do so with more attention and purpose. Let's talk about what we're seeing in the chat group. How are you doing creating a sustainable rhythm in your life? Doing and not doing, productivity, not productivity time. Well, I hope to see you in the chat group. Hope to see you on Sundays. Have a growing week.